Guide You Outdoors, the YouTube channel that guides you to the outdoor lifestyle. Welcome to another Guide You Outdoors video. I'm Scott Ellis.
And I'm Austin Borg.
Please join us on an 8-day adventure on the Dumoine River.
We're gonna run some rapids, show some cool campcraft, and share a bunch of our favorite canoe tips.
Are you feeling suppressed by the lethargy of the indoor world? Then take a healthy dose of outdoor medicine by watching this video and diving into the Dumoine. The Dumoine River is a classic and ideal canoe adventure in Quebec, Canada. It boasts steady, runnable rapids, breathtaking scenery, unforgettable campsites, and its healing waters will remind you of what's important in life.
The back country.
Going to the back country.
It's in the back.
It's been about an 8-hour drive today. We're in the last hour of the ride. We're going to be landing at our outfitters where we'll spend the night, and then they'll shuttle us up tomorrow to the headwaters of the Dumoine. Dumoine Valley Guides provides a shuttle from their base to multiple starting points on the river. And they have a motorboat pickup at the confluence with the Ottawa River that brings you back to their base.
Yeah, so my name is Dumoine. I'm the owner of the Dumoine Valley Guide. We provide meals and other services from canoe shuttles to boat shuttles to fishing trips and all sorts of stuff.
Ready for the grand voyage on the Dumoine River.
Nice bumpy logging road.
Squeezed into a Suburban. First sighting of the water. Bugs are coming in. Here we are, the headwaters, the beginning of the journey on the Dumoine. The energy inside me feels really good right now. I'm excited. A lot of planning, a lot of prepping to get to this moment where my boat is in the water, my feet are in the water. I'm now able to live in the moment. We will be running 90 kilometers down the Dumoine River from 10 Mile Lake to the confluence with the Ottawa River. This trip can easily be done in 6 days, and we're going to take our time and run the river in 8 days. That way, we will feel no pressure to push on, and we can make sure we have time to enjoy everything the river has to offer.
First day, amazing. These are like high expectations right here.
I've done so many of these trips now that I fall into the groove like instantly of being out here, of just the routine and just also the cadence of your heartbeat kind of slowing down a little bit. I'm on the water, man. I'm super happy. Like I've been asking myself, what is it about this that makes me want to keep coming back and doing this stuff? I don't know if I have a direct answer, but it's a feeling, and the feelings are hard to describe. And the feeling I have now, knowing I'm out here with everything I need, all of my desires are taken care of, it's really good. Makes me want other people to realize what this is. It's not hard. The real stars of this trip are our dogs Summit and Wilhelmina. Both dogs are mutt rescues. Summit might be a Belgian Malinois and a Black Lab mix. Willie is a mix of Spaniel, Great Pyrenees, and Keeshond. Bringing dogs on a trip can add another level of enjoyment. It's a dog's dream to be outside with their owners 24/7. They also love the same things we love. Running rapids, going for a swim, hearty meals, taking a nap, watching the sunset, picking blueberries, and just watching the scenery float by. Keep in mind that not every dog is capable of a trip like this. Make sure dogs are allowed where you're going, have proper training, that you keep leave no trace in mind, and that you ensure their safety when making decisions. Overall, I firmly believe that it truly heightens the whole experience to have them with us. Day 3 on the trip. Today is July 19th, 2016, and Austin and I have now fallen into the groove. You know, second morning waking up it's no longer the first morning. You're in it now. You're on the trip, but we still have a good chunk of time ahead of us. We've been on mainly flat water for the first part of this trip and haven't really seen a lot of rapids. Today that changes. We're going to see a lot of rapids today. And today will be an important day for us to understand the character of the river, but also what we're capable as paddling. Austin is new to this whole thing, and so I got to teach him and show him the best way to get through here safely and use caution if there's ever a doubt. But I'm excited to see it, you know, to run some rapids. That's what we're here to do. So that all begins today. The rapids on the Dumoiune River are perfect for intermediate to advanced open boat canoers. Since the river is lake-fed, water levels typically remain consistent throughout the summer, and when other rivers become too shallow, the Dumoiune keeps pumping out the H2O for excellent runs. It's no wonder why Hap Wilson and Bill Mason considered it one of their favorites. The river also offers a lot of diversity. There's a total of 39 runnable rapids, 50% of which are Class 1s. The Dumoiune has earned its reputation through its well-advertised boulder or rock garden-style rapids. There's steep drops with plenty of action. Longest Class 2 rapids, which are hard to scout, require additional caution, good faring skills, and a dash of sporting blood.
Woo! Yeah, sure enough.
So we've been leapfrogging an older group, a more experienced group, and the last rapid, called Canoe Eater, we'd roll up on, and we portaged our gear, and they had one boat run it just as we got there, but the other opted not to run it, probably because of the name. And they're talking to me, and they're like, "Are you gonna run it?" And I say, "Well, it's Scotty's choice. This is my first river. I've never run a river before." And they say, "Well, you should probably portage because it's a Bowman's rapid, and he's really got to control things." And you know, I opted to not tell Scotty that, just as he opted to not tell me that this is a river that's mostly rapids. And we went after it.
We did good.
We did good, yeah.
Yeah, we got through it just fine. Some rapids are even worth portaging back up to run a second time.
got the line. All right, we need a bail.
I think it's important to practice your rescue skills in safe environments so that you'll know you'll have those skills when you need them.
Yeah, throw rope skills and technique that goes with it. Number one, I was in my good swimming position, toes and toes downriver, back paddling with my arms, made you aware I wanted the rope. The rope came, caught the rope, not the bag. You don't want to take the bags out and pull all the way to the end. And then once I had it, you see how I just held it over my shoulder? So I let the water come over my head and I can still breathe. Just let the eddy swing it out and let you help pull me in. Perfect. Good river rescue. Yeah, good river rescue. Throw ropes, 101. That's how you do it. I'm here at Grand Chute Falls. Wow. That's breathtaking. That's an amazing, really beautiful set of water right there. Kind of a famous spot on this river. A lot of logging history, a lot of Native American history. Now, we're making history. We're gonna run down the Dumoine. Grand Chute Falls, folks.
I'm going to place my knife right in the middle and give it a good whack. Here we go, we have these two halves. We're gonna hollow out the center and then lash them back together. I found this fir tree with these little pockets right here, and these pockets are filled with sap. I'm gonna use the sap to line these edges and create a nice seal.
After a long day of paddling, nothing beats a hearty hot meal.
So what's for dinner, you might be asking? Well, tonight we're having one of my specialties. I call it soup, but it's a little more than soup. What I have here is a dehydrated soup mix that I get at the grocery store. It's a chicken noodle soup. I've added to it some freeze-dried vegetables, a little bit of TVP, which stands for textured vegetable protein, And then to thicken it all up, some instant potatoes.
Build a small fire with good dry wood and place the pot on a fire grill 10 to 12 inches off the ground.
You can tamp down the fire, just like turning down the knob a little bit. We're going from high to medium right now. And you don't need to add these while it's cooking. Just pour it on once it's done.
I like it.
It's all good things.
It's like a thick chowder. Alright, we're at a boil. Now with this risotto says to simmer it.
And I did a little simmer, Ozzy. The fish says to simmer. Don't put me in the fire.
I won't fish. I'm gonna put you in the water.
Now obviously we don't have a simmer on the fire, so we're gonna throw it in the pot cozy and just let it sit. And that will simulate a simmer while I cook the rest of my food. Cooking time, spinach and paneer, and masala. Try and keep it on your sides, boys. Dinner for tonight.
What do we have for breakfast on day one? Granola. Granola. Granola.
Granola. Granola. Again. Granola. Granola. Last morning on the trip, guess what I'm having for breakfast? Granola. The saving grace of my granola is the milk. It is dehydrated goat's milk, and I put it in one of those little shaky cups for people who drink protein things, and it makes a nice little thing. Way better than just pouring regular powdered milk over the top. Just like home, man. You probably ate the same breakfast at home for 8 days straight. Don't deny it.
It's day 5 of our canoe trip, and every portage trail I've been seeing these beautiful mushrooms. They're one of my favorite. They taste delicious. As with any wild edible, if you're not 100% sure, stay away from it. So here I have my cantrelles. I found some chaga on a birch tree. We're gonna chop it up, have some tea, and have some mushrooms. And we're just gonna get a couple chunks of this chaga. That big. Okay, got my tea on. I'm just gonna fry these cantrelles up in some oil. And I can just add some water and keep steeping that. And there we go, got some chaga. And some nice cantrelles from the forest. Good stuff. With a little knowledge, this remote wilderness is delicious.
So I got one pot here, warm water, one pot cold water for the rinse, a little sponge, use the lid of the barrel as a drying rack, and let's wash them up. I think you know how to wash dishes. One way to get rid of your dishwater is to do what's called transporting. So the idea is you're just going to spread it all out here, very little impact spreading it out. That's a good leave no trace system right there for getting rid of dishwater.
Creme brulee in a rainstorm.
Creme brulee in a rainstorm?
With a dog hair.
Hey!
Creme brulee with a dog hair in the rainstorm.
You almost lost that one. Last minute catch. I must say,
Creme brulee.
makes the rainstorm go away.
Bill Mason used to do this river, and the next campsite that I hope to stay at is supposedly one of his favorites, and he's kind of a favorite of mine, someone I idolize in the way he shot video while doing these trips. But not just what he shot, but what he said while he was making these videos, and how he made art out of it, and a lifestyle of really appreciating these waterways. So I'm excited to see one of the spots that might be his favorite, and also run some of these rapids up ahead today. But no rush, I'm gonna drink my coffee this morning and hang out.
In the Song of the Paddle, Bill Mason said, "Wilderness, a beautiful word to describe a beautiful land. Wilderness, though, is a white man's concept. To the native people, the land was not wild, it was home. It provided shelter, clothed and fed them, and echoing through their souls was a song of the land. The singing isn't as loud as it used to be, but you can still hear it in the wind, in the silence of the misty morning, in the drip of the water from the tip of a paddle. The song is still here if you know how to listen."
There's a little bit of sadness in my heart as I reach the last campsite of our trip. I kind of don't want it to end, and I get what I call tunnel vision. Like, you're on the river, you're just running down the tunnel. Your tunnel of focus is just food, water, shelter. What am I going to eat today? How many miles am I going to do? Tomorrow that all changes. Tomorrow we go back to where all the vehicles are, and wives and children and jobs and things we love that we want to see, and other things that just keep us busy. And out here, it's just been really relaxed. Super relaxed is the kind of mood of the trip. We haven't had to do too many miles at all each day, so we've been able to really enjoy every little pull off to a waterfall or a cliff or whatever it may be. And today we pulled off, probably only paddled 8 kilometers today, but we pulled off on a little side creek, and next to it was a huge 500-foot cliff. And I said, let's try and get up there. And it says there's a little way to bushwhack up, and I went up through the woods and started going left, and I got lost out there, man. I was totally all alone. But the savior of the whole trip was, I found this. Yeah. When you get lost deep in the woods up on a 500-foot cliff in the middle of nowhere where nobody goes, sometimes you run into cool things. And I found this, so every time I look at this, I'll kind of remember that moment in the woods where I was like, should I keep following this game trail, or should I turn around and go back? I did turn around, I did find the top of the cliff, I did find my way back down, and the whole way through I was just bushwhacking with this big moose antler, just pushing the brush out of the way. Imagine being a moose with this thing, going through the brush. And it goes more like this. Oh, that'll be a hard job. They just eat plants, and this comes out of them. Pretty cool.
Yeah, this whole trip has just been a mind-expanding and soul-hugging adventure.
Thanks for watching this Guide You Outdoors video. I hope you enjoyed watching this as much as we enjoyed making it.
Remember to like this video and subscribe to our channel.